nothing wrong with your sound system. Do not attempt to adjust the volume. We are now controlling transmission.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 52. Yeah, I'm all messed up already. It's live and it's a mess. Wow. So you guys get to see how bad I mess up when I do this. Holy cow. Episode 52 of the Geek Cast. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by my good friends from the UK. We'll start off with ladies first. Holly, what is up?
Hi, I'm really excited to be on this today. So, yeah, I'm just excited. And
we got Mr. Toby. What is up, Toby?
Oh, I can't believe I've had to put up with this for a year already.
Well, we actually brought you in to tell you that you're being fired. And
Yo,
That's
that
news to
Toby
me.
is a real cool dude.
Yeah. So,
Somebody leave a comment in the chat saying that.
Married Man Gaming, he really likes you, you know? You know, that Toby is a real cool dude.
yeah.
Wow. Thanks, Married Man Gaming.
Yeah, that picture kind of
Married
looks
Man
like you.
Gaming.
But all right, so we're gonna kick this episode off like we do each and every episode with our Geek Outs. Tobes, what are you geeking out about?
I'm geeking out about a new TV show on Netflix called Stranger Things.
Ooh.
Yes.
You know what? Barry Dunn sent me a private message yesterday and was like, "Are you watching this?" And I said, "No." He's like, "You got to check it out, man."
Yeah, you got to watch it, man. It's good.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it's a Netflix original, and it's spooky, sort of set in this sort of town out in America, like out in the sticks, and this little kid goes missing, and there's some sort of alien creature that's escaped from this facility, and like you don't see the creature, at least not in the first two episodes, and like the kid goes missing, and he's got three other friends that are like the main characters of it, and it's all about these strange things that go on in this town and the disappearance of this child. So really interesting. Yeah.
Now you got me all wanting to watch it. I gotta go.
Yeah, dude, it's good. It's intense.
Well, what is up, Lee? Shout out to you. And Mike Drummy, how are you? Lee from Phoenix Overdrive. I was on that podcast a few weeks ago. He just joined the chat. He's stepping out. He wanted to say hi and say have a good show.
Hi.
Holly, what are you geeking out about?
Right, I know I've said it enough, and I know I've been going on about it enough, but I have been really geeking out over the newest and most recent Overwatch cosplays that have come out. Some of them, I mean, I've seen good cosplays, but these are like one-to-one, just like, especially with the people that are cosplaying them, like their body shapes, like body types, their ethnicity, like it's all just amazing. I shared one on my Facebook page, I think maybe like a week, 2 weeks ago, of Widowmaker and Tracer, and they're just amazing. And I don't know, I've been really enjoying cosplay stuff recently. So yeah, that's actually all I've been geeking out about, apart from like my normal, normal stuff. But yeah, that's
awesome.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate a good cosplayer.
Yeah, I do as well. I do.
Yeah, I do. I guess I do. I don't know.
I guess I do.
I guess I do.
So, listen, before we continue, I might have an issue before we start. So, Epic Sonic FTW just joined the chat.
Whoa,
And my
Epic
question is is he trying to say that Sonic the Hedgehog is epic? Because if
Yes.
he is, he might have to exit the chat now.
No.
No.
No, 2 against
You
1.
should bring him on if he's a big
1.
Sonic fan.
So what I am geeking out about is the new mini NES that got announced a couple of days ago. This thing has me like amped. I'm like, how many do I buy? Do I buy one? Do I buy two? Like, I'm just excited.
Well, hang on, you got to buy me one, so you definitely got.
No.
That's at least 3 you've got to buy. So.
Okay, he clarified. He said never meant Sonic was epic. So thank you.
Aw,
Also,
no.
now I love him even more because we all know Sonic is trash. So that's good.
No,
I'm
it's not.
disappointed, Epic Sonic. God.
God, Epic Sonic, we thought you were on our side,
No,
but
yeah.
obviously not.
That's a good thing. Trust me. So, but I was excited when I first saw it, and then I was like, okay, what exactly are we getting? And then as more news came out, first off, it's only $60, which is awesome. That's a very cheap price, I feel, for all the games. It works out to be like $2 a game. which anybody that shops on the Virtual Console knows it's $5 a game for the stuff typically. You know, it's going back to the classic NES controllers, which at first when I looked at it and was like, what the heck kind of plug-in is that? And then I realized later that's the bottom of the plug that, like, the nunchuck goes into the Wiimote.
Yeah, it's the little clippy thing.
Yes, because we can actually use it on Virtual Console games on the Wii U and the Wii if we decide later on to do that, which I think is cool because I hate turning the Wiimote to the side. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
They really should have done this ages ago, having that controller.
Absolutely. And they should do one for the Super Nintendo, too.
Exactly. And then an N64 one as well.
Yes, that would be cool. That would be awesome.
Awesome.
Because I always feel like playing those, it's great to play those retro, you know, classic games, but it also is just better to play it in the with the native controller. Like the controller.
It feels better, and it adds to like the nostalgia, and it I feel like it just warps you back completely. You're like, oh my god, I'm here like 20 years later or whatever. It's super cool.
I agree. So, what are we playing? Toby, I'll kick it to you again. What are you playing?
I am playing Batman Arkham Knight.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
And I skipped out on this when it first came out, and the main reason I skipped out on it is because of the Batmobile and all the bad press about how it ruined parts of the game, and it stopped it from being a 10 out of 10 for a lot of people. But, surprise, surprise, I love being in the Batmobile. Like, I've really enjoyed all of the Batmobile segments that I've played so far. I'm a couple of hours in, and it's just cool, like the way you can turn it into battle mode, and you can use it as a tank and shoot all the enemies, and then you can grapple onto things, and you've got to solve sort of environmental puzzles with it, and then you use your thrusters to go over boosts and everything.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you just got an awesome Batman game that just it looks amazing, and you feel powerful as Batman. And it's just the story as well. Like, I'm loving everything about this game, and I'm gutted that I missed out on it at launch when everyone else.
I still need to play it. I still need to play. I love the Arkham series completely.
It's good.
Yeah.
The only thing I think where people had an issue with it, and me personally, so my only issue with the Batmobile was when they would put you in those missions where like you're in tank mode and there's just tank after tank after tank after tank coming at you. As you get deeper into the game, sometimes it just gets ridiculous. And I feel like that's where, because it's becomes more difficult to beat the game in theory, because as you go forward, it just becomes more and more monotonous, and just it takes away from the fun. So I feel like that's where some people were down on it. But as far as like driving it and stuff, I think it's cool. I think it's awesome. Because
you can like crash into like barriers and stuff, and it's not like GTA. If you hit like a certain like lamppost or tree in GTA, you'll just stop dead. But in this game, like nothing is stopping this Batmobile.
Yeah, he's going right through everything.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like whoa.
I need to like I do have a key for the game. I just haven't like unlocked it yet.
Get on it, Holly.
Yeah, I will. Because I love. I haven't played Origins, actually. I've only played Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, but I've completed those games like 3 or 4 times, especially Asylum. I freaking love that game so much. So much.
Holly, what are you playing?
I am playing Overwatch, obviously. I'm about 60 hours in, so I've been sort of getting... I've been playing like an hour a day. Not all the time, though, just most of the time. And I've also been playing the stupid game on my phone that has me hooked called Dragon Mania Legends. And it's like Toby, you have it, don't you?
I don't have it. I was surprised you said that, because I thought you were going to say this stupid game Pokemon Go.
No, you know what?
No. Toby, I'm sure you have it.
What is it? What's it called?
Dragon Mania Legends.
No, I don't have it, no.
Are you sure? Because... when I go to, it's like Pokemon with dragons, basically, and there's like ice cream dragons and fire dragons, smoke dragons, and you breed dragons, and you know, like, it's so freaking cool, and it's just one of them stupid little, like, Clash of Clans, do this, wait this amount of time, but it's so good. Alan!
Alan has joined us.
Oh my god.
So the house is full. What is up, buddy?
So very much I've had enough of life.
Oh God! I thought you were gonna cry then. I was like,
I did too.
"Jeez."
I thought he was excited to be here, so he got all emotional.
He's like,
This
"Ooh."
close. This close.
Alan, cheer up.
Cheer up.
It's
Alan.
our
Come on,
anniversary.
Alan.
Life
I've got
has
cider.
broken me. And I broke my phone. So
Oh.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I
I
would
can't
cry
even
too.
say it's Pokemon Go related. I just for some reason threw my phone. Threw it. Just
It happens to the best of us, Alan.
It
Oh.
does. It does.
the
Okay.
first Apple product I've ever damaged that way, and I am shamed. And
You should be.
Horrified.
You should be.
You
Yeah.
should. I agree. All right, so take a minute to get yourself together, compose yourself while I talk about what I'm playing, and
Take a deep breath, Alan.
We'll come back to you. But I am playing Pokemon Go. So how do you like this one, Toby? I don't know, man. Let me tell you. I have never played a Pokemon game before. I dabbled in Y for maybe 5-10 hours, and then I shut it down. I was like, okay, this is dumb. I don't want nothing to do with it. But I picked this up just because I was like, all right, maybe I should play this game. I should check it out, and I'm like hooked. I'm running around town like an idiot, going out all the time. Like me and Miguel are constantly running around doing stuff, like playing this game. I love this game. I think this game is a lot of fun.
So sorry, I have no idea what happened there.
My biggest fear, and I was saying this to Toby the other day, my biggest fear is that it's so successful that the investors will now pressure Nintendo to move more games and more over to mobile. And that makes me a little nervous because I don't want Nintendo to move into a mobile-only game. And I think that, like, the way things are progressing, we could see some of that starting to happen. Because that's all, dude. They're making tremendous amount of money.
They
It's
are,
insane.
and what is the scary thing is the way it's affected Nintendo stock. But
Yeah.
like, I don't if it crashes and burns like Metamo did in a very short amount of
God,
time.
yeah, that did,
if it
didn't
does,
it?
like, I mean,
No.
I don't know how that will have an effect on it. But
See,
to be honest, though, I feel like if Nintendo saw this and you know it motivates them to do more mobile stuff, then that can only be good for them. But I don't think that they're going to focus all of their efforts just on mobile because they've got such a history with consoles, and they sort of rejuvenated consoles back in the day when the whole thing went to crap. And I just don't think they would ever abandon console gaming. Like,
No, that's where they
No,
originated.
I don't think they'll abandon console gaming. What scares me is just that they look at if the NX flops, right? It doesn't do good. You could potentially see them shift the company focus and move. I feel to just software and mobile. You know what I mean? Like that's a true thing. And I don't. For me as a Nintendo fan, I don't want to see them leave consoles. I know a lot of people are like, hey, I would just rather see them put their games on and become a third-party company, kind of like a Sega or whatever. And I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So that's what makes me a little nervous because the stock exploded. And this is crazy. Like, I don't think that I can ever remember Nintendo stock doing what it's doing right now. And you have investors. I mean, even when the Wii was at its top,
Yeah.
it wasn't doing anything like this. This is
Yeah.
madness, man. So, and the crazy thing is, like, the focus is on Nintendo wholeheartedly, but nobody's really even talking about Pokemon, the Pokemon company, like what their stock is doing. And I'm sure it's going up, and maybe I just haven't heard it yet, but that's got to be going up, and Niantic stock's got to be going through the roof. Like, this is just insane. I don't think that I've ever seen anything like this in my life, you know.
I have to admit, oh god, I hate saying this because I love Pokemon, but I got bored of it within 2 hours. I know that sounds awful, but I really did. Like, I just got
You're tired
bored.
of Pokemon Go?
Yeah, I just got bored of it. Like, I'm just bored. I just don't, like, you know. But I think it's awesome. But it doesn't give me anything. Like, I got a little bit excited for it, but I wasn't like, oh my god. I was,
okay.
you know.
Is Iggy still playing it?
Oh yeah,
Then that's all that matters. That's all.
He was late to work one day because of it. Like, he's enjoying. He comes home and he's like, I've caught this, and like in our city, when you go to the bus station, there are like 6 drowsies. They're everywhere. Honestly, in one spot, there's just like 6 of them, and we're lucky. There's loads of like Pokestops here, but if I go to like where my parents live, where I grew up, there's just nothing. Like the only Pokestop is a McDonald's, and that's it. So, but I don't know.
I think the thing that has me, I don't want to say excited or whatever, but it makes me think that this is going to be bigger than like Miitomo. And first off, it's 10 times bigger than Miitomo ever was. But you have people that don't even know what Pokemon was or is going and buying it and playing it. Like my wife, literally every day, 2-3 times a day, walks around the block, walks around the neighborhood. She don't ever do that. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
I don't. Like, listen, I don't like. I don't walk. Like, look at me. I am 700 pounds for a reason. I don't walk. You know what I mean? So it's.
I feel that.
We come home from work and we go for walks around the block, and it's.
You can get yourself a mobility scooter and just go out catching Pokemon.
Don't.
No.
Wow, Toby, that was. That is
imagine.
So mean.
That's.
I need one. I'm the lazy one here.
Imagine him in Walmart just scooting around trying to catch the Pokemons.
Exactly.
Doritos out of the basket.
Exactly.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Sorry, just quickly, how like on my local radio station, our local radio station is called Dream 100, right? A lot of old people in this area, right? And this is the thing that the station that most people listen to around here. And most of the time, it's just generic pop music or whatever, and your news and all that. But like. Every time I've got in the car lately, over the past 2 days, I've heard nothing but Pokemon Go related stories on the radio from my local radio station. And I'm like, how on earth is this affecting so many people?
Because it's the thing.
I'm the nerd of my work. I am the nerd, and I get.
I am as well. Oh gosh,
The number of folk that I work with that are playing this. There's a guy I work with. He was in today. He was out till 11 o'clock last night, just wandering the streets of Aberdeen trying to get Pokemon. And he's like, he comes in, and so all we're talking about is Pokemon Go. There's ones in some of the offices. Some of the offices we work in are actually Pokestops. So like every now and again, just walking in, and just like,
cool.
Pokemon. And you've got, strategically, we've got folk buying batteries. I've got 2 rechargeable batteries already, but I've just gone and bought for my duffed phone. When I get a replacement, I've just bought a new charging case so that I can have a case at work and I can just go for a walk.
Wow.
Mental. I have gone full-blown Pokemon, and I'm a lapsed Pokemon gamer. My last real enjoyable game was Gold. And I'm like, I'm loving this. It's so good. It's got its issues, but hey, you'll be driving down the street and you'll see folk clustered at certain points, and you're going, I know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so much. Although it does make my job much more difficult, because now when you've got folk wandering the streets at 3 o'clock in the morning, being in places they shouldn't be, are they trying to steal stuff, or are they just hunting for Pokemon? That's
well, it's
really
the thing too is like me and Tony were just talking about it earlier, because we started the new Facebook group, Pokemon Go Guru, and there's a lot of people in there. But Chris Lugo, he posted earlier today like a video in Central Park where there was just a Vaporeon that appeared, and the flood of people that just started like.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah, man.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, and they, in that initial commercial, they discussed it. It's Matt Keel. It's Pokemon Go Guru. But in that initial trailer, they showed like that whole thing with like Mewtwo and all these people converging in one spot, and that's similar to what was going on. Like, he popped up and people went after him, so it's kind of cool.
Is that Mewtwo? So I missed it. What's everyone geeking out about though?
I was geeking out about the NES Mini.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
And then what about you guys?
Overwatch cosplays, because now, like, from the time that Overwatch came out, it's been like 2 months or so people are really starting to put loads of work in, and they're just, I love my waifus, they're just
Oh God.
Don't
That's
miss your
Toby,
breath.
I hate
I
it.
don't care what you're doing.
No, you do.
Toby, I don't
You'll
care
love
what you're
this.
You'll love it. You'll love
Oh,
it.
will I?
Stranger Things on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, that's out, isn't it?
Oh, it's not too bad after all.
No way.
Well,
I'm
okay,
gonna
so
say-
let's,
Too shabby.
so Alan, what are you geeking out about?
A new phone. No, Rogue
That's a
One.
freak out. That's not a geek out.
I tell you.
That image you shared, was it the poster you shared, Alan? That was
Yeah.
epic.
I can't wait for Rogue One. It's gonna be so good. Star Wars makes me happy
Oh good God.
when
And
I'm
then,
sad.
and then you're playing Pokemon Go, correct?
Absolutely, Pokemon Go. I've not had time for anything else. If I'm not reading, I'm playing Pokemon Go.
So I wanted to share something here.
You're pregnant?
Not nude.
Oh yeah.
Not nudes, is it, Bobby?
No.
Oh,
If you guys
no.
remember, a while back, it's probably like a couple months ago, but Mason McNair from Amigos, he created this drinking game, and he asked me to kind of like, he said we should kind of do it today, but I'm not drinking alcohol, and I don't want to see Alan like sloshed, but
Hey, I'm on the healthy diet, and I'm not drinking.
He'll be like, oh, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Look,
so
water,
he basically was inspired because someone sent in a drinking game to the Warp Whistle podcast, but he said, this is what it is. It's take a drink when Bobby says heart of hearts. Take a drink when Bobby calls Toby or Alan idiots, morons, stupid, etc.
Oh, my God. We would be smashed. We would be...
That does happen a lot. Take a drink when Bobby tells somebody they are wrong.
I was right.
That's it, pretty much. Take a drink when Bobby says, let me tell you why, or let me explain something to you.
Oh, God. All the time.
It's an attack on me. This whole list is an attack on me. Take a drink when Bobby talks about his man love for his co-host or guest host. Take a drink when Bobby says off the rails. Take a drink when Bobby laughs at his own joke.
Can I just get a
That's a
vein
good one.
right into my
Shut
veins and it'll be done?
Take a drink when Bobby complains about a weapon in Splatoon or Toby mentions GTA 5.
That's already happened.
Yeah. Or when I mention Skyrim or Overwatch.
Yeah.
If I moan.
Dead.
Take a drink when Alan gets called a drunk.
Already done that.
It's true, I don't go to meetings, so I am a drunk.
Take a drink when Toby says a Sonic fact and get your facts straight. And it says, if Bobby, this is messed up. If Bobby changed his mind after arguing a point extensively, someone provides their point of view, you have to finish your drink. So I thought that was kind of cool. And
you know, there's the killer one that he's missed out, and that's the one that would end everyone, and I can see why it is. But every time Bobby says per se,
Yes.
I just
Oh,
do that a lot. I do that a lot.
Or things of that nature.
yeah.
There's a lot of things I say. I say preference when I'm meaning like preface, like to don't.
It's
Basically,
all right, you know.
when you
It's all right,
breathe.
Bobby. We can't expect you Americans to speak properly when you put your
Don't start.
language.
Don't start. That's
Can't even
not.
say aluminium properly, for Christ's sake.
Oh please.
Aluminum.
So, okay. So
Nuclear.
the let's see here.
Color doesn't have a U in it. It's got an O.
Would you stop it?
Alan. You're too much. You're
Okay,
too
so
much.
here we
The
go.
reason they say fall is because they can't spell autumn. There's too many U's in it.
You're about to get ejected already. You really want to play this game?
I'm feeling better already.
So we got obviously it's our 1 year anniversary, and I kind of wanted to. I went over like our list of shows and who was guests and all that, and I kind of wanted to go over that real quick with you guys because I think it's pretty cool. But when we hit certain points, I kind of wanted just to discuss things and go over things. So episode 1, that was just Toby and I sitting there going back and forth. Neither of us had microphones, headsets, none of that nonsense. Like The cameras were garbage. Like, if you go back and watch it on YouTube, it's real dark on both sides.
Like a ritual.
Yeah, Toby's camera is flipped, so everything's reversed. So the way he's facing now, he was actually facing the other way. His Zelda poster was reversed, so you couldn't even see it. But my thing was, and this is what I'm curious about with you, Toby, and this is why I wanted to do this kind of as like an interview thing with you guys too. But when we did that first episode, because you had done a podcast previously, and it was only like a couple episodes in, you guys shut it down. But did you think that we would be here a year later doing this? Or
no.
What was your mindset?
No, I mean, because at the time, I was like, I didn't continue doing my podcast. It was called Power Up Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And like you say, I did 2 episodes, and it was like a commitment thing, like, trying to find time to do it with my friend, and like me having to organise it and everything. And at the time, I wasn't a very organised person, and I'm probably still not now, but it's just nice to have someone like Bobby who's reliable, and he's good at organising stuff, and he's on top of things, right? So, and I've learned that over the time that we've done the podcast together, that you can always rely on Bobby when it comes to the podcast, and other things. But, so over time, I've realised that it's probably going to be an ongoing thing. So
that's good.
But, yeah.
And it's funny because we started, Toby and I was doing a YouTube channel for, I guess, like 6 months or so prior to all this kicking off. And then Toby and I were doing videos kind of together. Like, he was doing videos for my channel, especially during all the Amiibo craze and all that stuff. And Alan, you had your own little thing, Full Fat Gaming, that you were doing, and you were kind of like writing and all that stuff. And then at that point, I wanted to do a podcast. I said to Toby, like, we need to do something together. And if you remember the first time we tried to do it with the Wii U.
Yeah.
We were gonna use the Wii U chat function as our thing, and I was gonna record it with my Elgato.
So professional.
It was horrible, and we could not get the audio right.
Yeah.
Like, it would record one side or the other, but it wouldn't record both sides, and it was so frustrating.
It would have been cool, though, I think. I think it's a cool idea.
It would have been cool. So, at this point, though, we move into episode 2, and that's still you and I.
Mm-hmm.
But episode 2 was where we introduced the Geek Outs, and that was the first time we did Geek Outs, and it stayed with us ever since. Episode 3, we had our very first guest, and that was Alan that came on. And at the time, he wasn't a co-host. He came on, he did an episode with us, and it was all good.
I remember having some trepidation about Alan, like, because I'd never spoke to him before, and I was like, "You sure about this guy?"
And he's Scottish.
Yeah, he's Scottish. Like, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to understand what he was saying.
Yeah. Then it was ironic that no one understands what you say. You pale ghost of a man.
Oh my god.
So, episode 4, we bring in Mark Carabin from the Warp Whistle, and but also, you know what? Let me back it up. If you remember episode 3, that's where we were also introduced for the first time to Alan's roommate.
Oh,
and
yes.
when he told No.
Listen, who's his roommate?
No, we're not going to get into that. But when he tells her,
throw words that you have got use in it that you can't even figure out whether you will. Okay.
Stop it. Would you stop? When he tells her to go make her dinner, but that was like the funniest thing ever.
I need to find this.
Yeah.
I need to find it.
Alan, stop podcasting. I need to watch X Factor.
Oh, Alan.
Well, that wasn't the episode there, Toby. We're going to get to that episode. So, episode 4 is Mark Carabin. Mark comes on and does the episode with us. Then episode 5 was and I believe at this point, episode 5 is kind of where we agreed to bring Alan on full time with us. But you weren't there for Mark, and you weren't there for episode 5. But at that point, that's where we were like, we're going to bring you on full time and go. But episode 5 to me was exciting because it was our very first interview. We were very new. and it was with a developer. Actually, you were there for this one, right? Weren't you, Alan? With Image and Form?
No, it's just me.
No, I wasn't. No.
Oh, okay.
I came later.
Yeah. But we got to interview Brian and Julius from Image and Form, me and Toby, and I was just excited. It was just amazing to sit there and talk to these guys, and the fact that they would actually let us interview them, at being such a relatively new podcast, was just awesome. Like, I was like, holy cow, this is nuts. And so I loved it. And the funny thing was, too, that I stayed on the call. Like, when everybody else, when Brian left and Toby left, I was on the call for like 2 or 3 more hours with Julius, and we were just talking. And like, he gave me a tour of the office and all this stuff, and I think I told Toby that afterwards. He got mad at me.
Yeah, I was annoyed.
Jealous.
Episode 6. This is the episode that you need to go back and watch, because this is the one that Miguel made his first appearance on the show.
My buddy Miguel.
Yes, with Alan, and this is the one where she yells at him about X Factor. And Toby left for whatever reason. You stepped away for a minute, and you came back, and he wasn't there. And you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, you missed it. You missed the whole thing. It was hilarious.
Oh, no.
It was hilarious. Then episode 7, again, Alan comes back, and I believe this is where we kind of bring Alan in for a full run. Episode 8 is the first time that Holly appeared on the Geekcast, and we just brought her on as a guest.
Yeah.
And it was more or less just like, hey, this girl knows about Nintendo and Pokemon and all this stuff, and you guys, actually, Toby was friends with you first. You guys were friends.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, didn't you win a giveaway on her YouTube channel or something?
Yeah,
do you know what? Just long story short, what happened is that Toby messaged me on my my YouTube Facebook page, and he said, "Hey, me and my wife really like watching you," and we just started talking, and at that stage, that was like, I'd spoken to people that watched my videos, but not as much as we had spoken, and the giveaway had been like 2 months ago, and then all of a sudden, he's just like, "Oh, I won your giveaway?" And I was like, "Dude,
Oh my God, he is."
And then I sent something out, and it just never, I never got anything back. I put a return address on it. So didn't I think for the giveaway, I just gave you an eShop voucher?
It was an eShop voucher, yeah. So whatever that gift package was, it just fell into the twilight.
I literally have no idea. But in that video, I remember, because it was like it was a box about this big. It wasn't very big, but it had like 3DS stuff in it. It had like some candy in it, and I was just gutted. But it's fine, because you ended up getting whatever you wanted.
The Royal Mail.
So
yeah,
exactly.
Bad.
So before we go on, there was a couple of questions in the chat that I wanted to go over real quick. The first one was from Epic Sonic, that he said that Barry had introduced him to the channel, so we appreciate that. I'm assuming you mean Barry Dunn from Nintendo Impact Gaming, so we appreciate that. Matt South asked Alan, are you playing Lego The Force Awakens?
No, but I'm trying to get it. No, but maybe.
Okay.
I'm very tight for money at the moment, so it's kind of...
Oh, God, I know that feeling.
Oh, you're definitely tight for money now that you dropped your phone. That's...
I'm lucky Apple Care will keep me safe.
That's
New
good.
iPhone.
That's good.
I picked up the Lego Force Awakens, but I haven't played it yet.
Do you not still have Devil's Third in its packaging, though?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's
So you're never going to play...
He's collecting that one. He's not going to play that one.
And
then,
No Man's Sky is coming out soon, so...
And then Matthew Keel,
No man's disappointment.
Matthew Keel said that he listens specifically because of Alan's accent. So there you go.
Sweet you. Give me your number.
Be careful. Be careful. That dude will text you very late at night, and it's how I met Matthew. No, just kidding.
It's a little bit blue.
But one night, I got to tell a story. One night,
God.
I believe Charlie from Secret Friends Unite podcast, him and Todd Oxtra, Charlie had started a chat with a bunch of different people, and So basically, what happened was, people are talking this, that, and the other, and whatever, and it's a couple days go by and nobody say anything, and then one night, like my phone, boom, 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 and I'm like, what the heck? And it's like 1, 2 in the morning, and it's Matt with undescribable words. I don't even know what he's saying. It's just like gibberish all across the board. I'm like, holy cow! So I wake up to like, I don't know, 30, 40 messages, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? And I was like, this guy is an ass. Like, who is this guy? And I go to Todd, and I'm like, I'm going to kill this guy. Like, seriously. And apparently he fell asleep on his phone, and it just was going. He was texting, didn't reply to his texting. So I always say
he's some crazy freak.
Yeah, so I always say that, like, he late night texts me and stuff like that, and he's, that's my, jeez.
Oh God, the darkness.
So, okay, so then we go to episode 8 was Holly's first appearance. Then we do episode 9, and that's where we have Miguel and Julius. But Julius was only like a half an episode because he crashed out really early in the episode, if you remember.
Yeah.
He just could never come back.
Yeah.
Episode 10, we had Karina and Tony on. We did an episode with...
That was a bad episode.
It was a wonderful episode because someone got stomped at his own game, Get Your Facts Straight, and he was...
Oh.
We're not talking about the end of the episode here. I'm just talking about audio quality. Like, we had issues with our microphones and stuff.
No, stop. Would you stop it? It was a good episode. It was nice to have the wives.
We should do that again, like, with our new setups and everything.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd have a bit more girl power.
I don't know that we could, I don't know. Well, Alan, you could bring your roommate if you wanted. So just tease.
I'll just
sorry.
some in my hand with a little wig.
That would be awesome.
This is the most.
Oh.
This is the. This is a single man's girlfriend, right? That's all you.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Episode 11, Julius came back, and he actually survived the whole episode with us. Episode 12 was awesome for me. Like I enjoyed this episode. It was Zoink Games. I did the interview by myself on that one with Klaus and Alex. And that was just a lot of fun. Like, they were really good people. I enjoyed my time talking to them. They were very good friends of the show. I just love them guys completely. We skip forward to episode 15. Miguel comes back. Episode 19 was our first glitch. Toby, I think you remember this one.
Mm-hmm.
We lost an episode. Adam Falkenstein.
Oh, that.
Yeah. And so I actually did an emergency episode with Mark Caravan. Episode 21, Miguel comes back. Episode 25, Holly comes back for a second episode. Episode 27, that was a little different because we actually started to try to break up the episodes into segments. And we were going to try to, like, it would be like Monday, you would get, like, Geek Outs and what we're playing. Tuesdays, we would get the first topic, so on and so forth through the week. We did that for 2 weeks, and then it stopped. Yeah. Episode 30, Joey Ferris made his debut with us. Good friend of the show, Joey Ferris. Episode 31, that's when we introduced our brand new logo, and Holly got announced as a full-time cast member on that show.
That was so exciting. I'm so stoked because I was like, wait, what? You want me? Me? Like, oh God, I was freaking out. I was so happy. I'm so happy.
So here, okay. So now, before we go further, because we hit this point with you, but I wanted to go back to Alan first. So Alan, you were doing the whole Full Fat Gaming thing at the time.
Yes.
But explain, like, because you were doing the podcast with your friend, and it just wasn't really jiving. Your schedules weren't working out properly, and all that stuff.
Plus, I was really anal over audio quality. It's just me.
Yeah. Oh my God, you couldn't even get episodes because Okay, so at this point before, like, didn't you actually recruited Toby for a little bit? And you did a couple episodes with Toby.
I think we did one together.
Okay.
We did one.
Okay.
I also did one with you, but you deleted your audio for some reason.
I did not delete my audio. I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a blank email from you that had
No.
no audio on it. Oh wow.
I think that you. I think your Scottish computer didn't know what it was doing and just did a train wreck on you.
It's an Apple. It's made in California.
But what I'm saying, but that was just a special episode that we did about Amiibo.
Yeah, it was an
Amiibo. What I mean though is you did an actual, like, Toby was going to become your replacement on that show, and you guys were going to do episodes together.
Yeah.
And move forward.
It was more my schedule was the problem because my work is like tonight is just a mental, so it kind of ruins it a lot. I was going to broach going back to it because my mate moved back up, but he's now on a worse schedule than me, and I have no time to myself except lonely Pokemon Go time, wandering the streets.
A lone ranger.
So you decided to axe that, and you kind of got rid of Full Fat Gaming altogether.
Yeah.
But the same to you, like, you came in pretty early, and I felt like the chemistry of the three of us was really strong.
Yeah.
And it was always fun playing referee for you and Toby and your attacks on Toby every 5 seconds. But when we
I want
asked you,
people to notice the restraint. His haircut looks awful with those earphones.
would you stop it?
Oh my
So
God.
the question is,
Horrible.
You look like somebody shaved a Barbie.
this is what's messed up. I'm asking you serious questions, and you can't even
Sorry.
be serious for a second. I'm asking you serious questions. Stop it. So when we asked you to come on the show and to become a full-time, like, what was your impression or your thought process at that point?
I was like, can I make it work? Will I get on with Toby because we hadn't really overly hung out? You're all right, mentally challenged, yes, but you're all right. I mean, I like you.
Okay. Wait. Before we continue, who is Deeper Reaches Miniatures?
Oh, that's my brother.
Because he just said, Toby, you're one milky dude.
It says what?
He said, Toby, you are one milky dude.
Yep. So he's basically he's another Alan. He's going to be
that's why he likes
me.
Alan. That's why you told me he likes Alan being on the show. It's because he gets to listen to Alan take shots at you.
Exactly.
I see how it is.
Exactly.
But I make them count.
Oh,
Seriously, I make them count. You look like when you're really small, you look like a 40-year-old woman going through a midlife crisis.
What is going on? Look, I look slim and small because I'm in a black t-shirt. I've got the black chairs behind me. I've had my hair cut.
You're a new woman.
Just because I'm not like right up in the camera like this with a meat head.
Strong, independent, boyish-looking woman.
So Holly, okay, so we then asked you to join the group, and you were basically you had your own YouTube channel at the time. And you still do, but you were more active.
Yeah, I would say I was at my peak.
Yes.
If you know what I mean. Like, I was on top of the game, Yeah.
But then we asked you to come on board. What was, you said you were excited, but what was your thought process?
Well, because I'd only been on a few times, and I feel like if you watch the first episode, the second episode, I was very shy, and I'm not a shy person, but I just felt really shy. But then when you guys invited me on, I don't know why, but that just made me feel like, okay, like I don't need to be shy. I can be myself. Not that you made me feel like I couldn't, but I can get really shy and nervous about things. But I was really excited. I told everyone at work. I was talking to Iggy about it, and it just felt like it's such a nice thing to be a part of. It was like something that is, it's nice, it's fun just to talk about games and stuff, and I felt like, as I am the girl in the sea of men, or boys, that sounded really weird, I felt like it was really good to have maybe a more feminine perspective on what we talk about. Yes. So I felt like it was, I don't want to sound like to toot my own horn, but I felt like it added a bit more diversity to, just to the podcast.
Honestly, that's what, because the decision, more or less, so behind the scenes, whatever, like, that was Toby and me like talking back and forth, and Toby and I both felt that like we needed a woman to break up the nonsense of ALLAN, and so we felt like if we brought a woman in, I mean, ALLAN's pretty much a woman as it is, but if we brought a woman in, a legitimate woman, not one that dresses up in skirts in Scotland.
I'm sorry. Hang on. That's my national dress, first of all, right?
So stop with the skirt.
I'm not
Stop.
done, Colonial.
Listen,
I'm the
calm
one that
down,
looks like a
Skirty.
40-year-old woman in drag today. That goes to Toby.
Listen, relax, tone it down. So the thing of it is like we felt like, hey, you know what? Like there might be too much testosterone in the group or whatever. Like if we brought a woman in, it would be good for the show. And I even talked to Tony about it, and she was like, you know what? Yeah, she's like, it makes sense. Like it would give women something that they can relate to, not just three guys talking about, you know, Metal Gear Solid or GTA or whatever we're talking about that week, you know. So that was where it came from. So I agree with what you're saying completely. Like I felt like that was just better for us, you know.
Yeah, I felt like that coming into it. I was like, hey, I'm the only girl, you know, I can give a, even though obviously it's just gender, you know, it's not a massive like black and white thing, but it's, I meant that metaphorically.
Yes.
But it just adds a different view, and it's just a different person, I guess. So, you know.
No, I agree.
Testosterone boosted, but no, I was really excited and really happy because at the time, I imagine my YouTube channel was like this, okay? It's just like a little unit, and then when I met like you, Toby, it was like I started to expand, and I actually started talking to people, and then, you know, I started sort of recognizing you, Bobby, and I was like, oh, cool. And then we added each other on Facebook, and then I finally started speaking to ALLAN, and it was like I felt like my little YouTube world had really given me something. Like it had given me like a group of people who I can spend an hour out of my week just chilling and just talking about stuff that I like to talk about, and that like you guys like to talk about. So it's super duper cool, and yeah.
So, episode 32, we bring in Sean Capri, and he comes on his first time. Episode 33, we bring back Miguel for another time. Episode 34, James Michael Jalowski. I think I said that right. From the Life of Gaming podcast.
Yeah.
He came on. He was a lot of fun. I enjoyed having him on the show.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite guest.
Was it really?
Well, that was the only guest that like I had actually been on with a guest.
Oh, okay.
But he was like super cool, like really, really chilled out. It's like the kind of person you can just, even if you had different opinions, you could still like just like, do you know what I mean? There was no, you know, like
no tension or whatever. Like when ALLAN and Toby.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I mean? It's like.
Episode 36, we bring back Sean Capri, and then. Actually, right after that episode 36, that's when Sean and I start discussing, and we stem off and we take on If We Ran Nintendo, and we started doing that podcast together.
Was that before or after the Ink Strike podcast?
The Ink Strike was first. Ink Strike started first, but it was only like within a couple weeks of each other. But that episode is 36, but we don't actually, you know what? I'm wrong. Let me stop that there. Episode 37,
Whoa,
Justin Masson.
Whoa.
Take a moment.
What's that?
Everyone watching. Bobby was wrong.
Bobby was wrong.
Episode 37, Justin Masson, he comes on the show along with Mark Harabin, and after that show, that's when I did my name brand change and all that, and that's when I went from the Geek Guru to the Nintendo Guru. I would like to think that episode 43 was Toby's favorite guest of all time, and that was Kyle Bossman came on the show. And
yeah, definitely big moment for me.
Yeah, and that was totally Toby's doing. He set that up, and that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Matthew Keel, go away. And episode 44 is when we brought Sean Capri back for a third time, and then after that episode was when we kicked into If We Ran Nintendo.
What episode did we start doing Get Your Facts Straight?
You know what? I couldn't find that, and I couldn't figure out where that was.
It wasn't that long ago though. Like
no.
It was.
Well, we brought it back when you're thinking of it. We brought it back. We stopped for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We brought it back like 2 episodes or an episode before Kyle Bossman because Toby wanted to impress Kyle with that game.
Yeah,
and
it's a good game.
and
You enjoyed it, I enjoyed it, we all enjoy it.
Exactly. Episode 47 was Todd Oxtra and Fiona McKinnon. 49, that's when we officially shifted the video portion from the Geek Guru channel to the Nintendo Guru channel. Episode 51, Barry Dunn came on from Nintendo Impact Gaming. So, overall, Miguel is the overall #1 guest that we've had on the show. Miguel's been on 5 times.
Miguel might as well just be another co-host at this point. We might as
Pretty
well
much.
bring
Pretty
Miguel on
much.
full time.
Pretty much. Thank you, Miguel. Sean Capri, he was actually on 3 times. He's tied with Mark Carabin, who's been on 3, and then Julius was on
Bobby.
20.
Bobby,
Yeah.
look, Deeper Reaches Miniatures says he enjoys the Sonic facts.
He's a fool.
Nobody does. I think you just created a strange fake account and you're sending messages.
Exactly.
Sad,
Yeah.
40-year-old looking woman of a man.
Yes. Julius was on 2.5 times, and I tried to get Julius to come on today as a surprise, but unfortunately he was coming back home from Iceland. He'd been away on holiday vacation, for those in the United States that aren't sure what that means. I said holiday because these fools wouldn't know what I was talking about if I said vacation.
Vacay.
But he has promised me, Toby, that he would come back for another episode very soon.
Yeah, he better.
Yeah, I'm going to actually talk to him when he gets back. I'll talk to him this week, and we're going to bring him on an episode.
You better not
we
be
wait till the new season of Doctor
converting.
Who starts.
Please, just stop.
I love that episode because I have never seen you want to look. You actually looked like you wanted to head desk until you were in a coma when we were talking Doctor Who.
That's because you guys are idiots.
Glacial look came over your face.
Nobody cares about Doctor Who. No self-respecting person.
I used to, but now I don't.
So, okay, so my question to you guys is, I just went through all the list of guests and all that stuff, like, what would, without trying to upset people, what would you guys say is your favorite guest? Toby, I know yours is Kyle Bossman.
Well, actually, it's between Carl Bossman and when we interviewed Imogen Form, because both of those are very memorable for me, and I never thought we'd be able to talk to any of these people, So that was cool for me.
That was cool. Yeah. Holly, you said James Michael Jeske.
Yeah, that was the only podcast I've been on where there's been another guest, and I don't know, it was just like I said, he's just really chilled out and just nice. You don't feel like you have to try really hard with him. I don't know. I just really nice person, good banter. All good.
Alan, what about you? Who would be your favorite guest?
Julius, because I've done podcasts with James, so I know what he's like, and he is, as Holly says, he's a good guy. Too cheery for me.
Yeah.
I'm very much more
Yeah.
guy. So that was a bit. He was like the counter to my grey cloud. But no, Julius, because I was kind of nervous going to speak to him, and he was just a normal person who had an equal interest in Doctor Who, which drove you slowly mad, which I loved.
There's a lot of stuff that you do that drives me slowly mad, but we'll leave that up for another episode. Of all the episodes, because mine was definitely when we had Brian and Julius on as well. I feel like I had a couple. I feel like Brian and Julius was way up there for me because, like I said, we were young, 5 episodes in to get someone that I felt were like rock stars of the indie scene, and that just really blew me away that they would agree to do it, and so to get them was awesome. Definitely Zoinks Games, just because just before that they actually gave me and Toby demo codes to Zombie Vikings, and they had us do a review and all that stuff, and it was just like, wow, this is amazing. Like, we're actually doing stuff. It was kind of cool. I feel like, but for me personally, the one that was the pinnacle would have to be the Justin Masson episode, just because I feel like in all that I do, it changed so much for me after that episode, because when we talked, it was just like a light switch went off, and I was like, okay, I'm done with the Geek Guru stuff, and I'm going to move to Nintendo Guru. And I felt like that was just a good moment for me, personally. and I enjoyed doing all that. And it was weird because it put me in a strange place for a while. In full disclosure, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, it got me to that point where I was like, man, I'm like doing all this Nintendo stuff, and I'm not really doing the Geek Guru stuff. And this podcast stemmed off the Geek Guru stuff. And I was like, what do I do? Like, do I continue with the Geekcast, or do I shut it down and let them guys take it and me leave? And because I felt like it was awkward. I felt like, I don't know, I was doing so much Nintendo stuff, I didn't know where my place was anymore when it came to the geek stuff, per se. But then...
Per se?
Yeah, per se.
Take a drink.
But then I had a long talk with Sean Capri, and he was like, dude, you're crazy, man. It's like, that is one of my favorite shows that is on the internet. Like, the Geekcast, this is Sean speaking, and he's like, the Geekcast is amazing. I love the show. It's awesome. You can't end that. Like, that, it'd be a fool to end that. Like, and where you guys are, it just makes no sense. And I was like, well, I don't know personally. I don't know that I would end it, per se. But I felt like, just, me back away and maybe give it to Toby and Alan or whatever. And he was like, no, don't do that. And I was like, yeah, But then I kind of got my second wind about me, and I was like, this is good. This is where I'm looking to go. But one thing I wanted to do real quick was, there's a couple of things before we get into Get Your Facts Straight. And I'm really interested to play Get Your Facts Straight with a live group, because I think that's going to be, watching
so
this.
funny.
I think it's going to be a little bit more fun.
For the record, on Get Your Facts Straight, I will have to run when that happens, because if I hear one more Sonic fact, I'm going to throw
I
my
haven't
iPad
got any.
out
I
the
haven't
window.
got any.
Would you stop?
Toby does.
So, Sean
But
Capri...
I've also got dinner.
Sean Capri sent me a message just before we went live, and he said, hey, buddy, I just want to say congratulations on your 1 year with the Geekcast. It's seriously one of my favorite shows, and I hope you guys have an awesome celebration today. So I appreciate that, Sean. That was, that's very, very nice, and we always welcome the support. We love it. And then I just wanted to see if anybody posted anything. Matthew Keel said, I can only watch on my phone and can't chat, but hi, happy anniversary. But you're chatting the whole time, so I don't know what you're talking about, Matthew. So we're going to let
He figured it out. He's smart.
he pulled it together. Real quick, one last thing. Let's see. We had a couple of, people just said congratulations. Todd Oxter said, great job. Charlie Carden said, you rock it. Jersey strong. Yes, absolutely. I know these guys love it. And then that was pretty much it. And then I want to thank everybody that came to the show today to do this. It really, truly means a lot that you guys came out and showed some support. But now it's time for Get Your Facts Straight. And this is where the fun really begins.
I've got some good ones, honestly.
This is why
You
guys
guys.
all tuned in. So anybody that doesn't know how this works is the four of us. You better have some facts, Alan.
I haven't. I'm going to love and leave because I have not eaten all day. I have been called back into work after. I have to eat and then I have to sleep because I'm up again early.
So you're leaving.
Oh,
leaving.
Alan.
Alan, you
But
are.
I'm just giving you a nice shot of the wall before I leave. Okay.
That gold Mario.
Yeah.
All right, I just ejected Alan out. So anybody if he wants to come back into the chat, he can come back into the chat. But bye, Alan.
Damn, that was mean.
Well, look at man. He knows what we're doing here. You can't bring facts. Get out of here. We ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
So plus, I thought it'd be more fun to kick him out because I know he's probably cursing right now, and he can't come back in. That's the funny thing. So he can't just like pop right in. That's what's good. So, for those that don't know, this is how it works. The three of us that are prepared and care, we all brought facts. We all brought 3 facts to the table. We will read 2 of them. One is just in case of a tiebreaker. We read a fact. The other 2 people will say whether they believe it's a true fact or a false fact. If you get it right, you get a point. If you don't, then you don't get a point. And the winner is after 2 rounds. So, here we go. Holly, since you have these awesome facts, let's start with you. What's your first fact?
Okay. So, my first fact is that one winter, Miyamoto was walking around his hometown of Sonobe in Japan and noticed a single peach on a wilted peach tree. He admired how it had managed to withstand the cold, harsh weather and decided to name the Super Mario series female antagonist Peach to symbolize beauty, innocence, and strength.
That's too good to be made up.
I know, that's what I'm thinking too.
That's very, very like.
But
I'm gonna say true because like I don't think Holly's got the imagination.
Oh, wow.
So mean.
What a backhanded compliment that was. And that wasn't even a compliment.
That was so mean.
I'm going to say true.
I don't think I could come up with that either.
I'm going to say true.
Well, I actually made that up.
Oh, my God.
I actually made that up.
What? Oh my God.
But that
I
was
take it
good,
back.
wasn't it? That was good.
You got to be kidding
You both suck.
That's insane.
Dude, I did English language, literature, I did media, drama, film, I did all of it. I have an imagination.
I feel ashamed. I'm sorry,
You should
Holly.
be. Well, yes.
This
You
is
should
ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How did I get... How... This is...
Does anyone in the chat know the real reason?
My first reaction was, it's false. But that was my first reaction, it's false. And then I listened to Toby talk and spin and...
You can't blame each other for losing. You always do
By
this.
the way, right, we really shouldn't be looking at chat because the chat is chiming in
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
with
Yeah.
true or false, and they
I
can.
wasn't
we
even
need to
looking at
make-
the chat. I wasn't even looking at the chat.
Yeah.
So let's cover up the chat so we can't see
Okay.
the chat.
Hi, chat.
I
I'll hit
apologize, chat, but we don't want no cheat. Toby
We'll check it after each fact just to see. what
Toby
everyone
cheats
said.
anyway, so we need to like.
cheat.
Toby cheats anyway, so we need to keep it fair.
Dude, you can't be throwing accusations around like
That's
that.
not an accusation. You always have these little
False
gimmicks and nonsense that you do
accusation.
to cheat and one up. You know what I mean? Like
Look,
it's
you're just sore because I talked to Julius last week and I got a decent fact about a game that you know.
I am so mad about that. I had messaged him afterwards. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? I said I thought we were friends, and you went and helped the enemy. How could you do that? I was like, those people left the EU. Why are you helping them? And he was like, I'm sorry. But it was just a joke. Okay. Toby, I'm so depressed right now.
You're already done.
I'm mad.
Alright.
Toby, what's your first fact?
Okay. FIFA Street on the PlayStation 2 had a mass recall because someone hid an episode of Futurama in it as an Easter egg.
False.
I'm gonna say true.
It's false.
Oh my god!
I twisted it. Originally, this is the true fact. Tiger Woods Golf '99 was recalled because someone hid an episode of South Park in it.
Oh, okay. Because you changed
They
two
twisted
things,
it,
I'm
yeah.
not mad.
Yeah, I
If it was
changed
the
two
one,
things.
I'd be like, that's so mean. Well,
Okay.
sugar.
Damn.
What did it? Hold on. What did Go on.
So this is my first fact. To make Donkey Kong Country, Rare built a demo of a 3D rendered boxing game. Rare went to Nintendo and showed them the game and then pitched making Donkey Kong Country. True or false?
I want to say false. I have sweaty palms. Like, I'm nervous.
There's a lot of punching in that game, you know.
Oh my god.
It's like, you know, like the monkeys, like when they attack, like.
I didn't even think.
They don't punch in that
They
game.
do.
No, they don't.
They
They
do.
roll. They roll.
When you
Donkey
do
Kong-
melee attacks
No.
with certain characters, they punch.
What are you talking about? Donkey Kong rolls. Diddy Kong does a cartwheel.
Wait. Sorry, I'm thinking of the N64 one. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about the N64 Donkey Kong 64, or are we talking about the
Super NES? The Super NES.
Oh,
When
okay.
they pitched it, oh my god.
Sorry, I was not paying attention.
Okay, so you got me frazzled now. To make Donkey Kong Country,
Yes.
Rare created a 2D boxing game and took it to Nintendo. And then when they took it to Nintendo, they pitched.
That's not what you said. You said a 3D.
You said a 3D.
A 3D.
Ooh,
Oh,
this is juicy.
Conspiracy.
Bobby's tripping up.
Conspiracy. Well, I'm sticking with false.
It's the sort of crazy thing that Rare would do, and they had a lot of like prototypes for games. Like Banjo-Kazooie was like originally like a pirate game, like pirate adventure game.
For
or whatever.
God's sake, just
say
true or
it.
false?
I'm gonna say false because I mean I don't know, they were experimenting with 3D technology.
Okay, you said false now.
I'm gonna say false.
It is true.
Oh my God, Holly!
Oh my god.
They were building what would become Killer Instinct. And they built this demo based on TJ Combo. And they took that with the silicon graphics that they got from the new the demo for the N64. Like Nintendo gave them the new stuff for the N64. They built this game and then they went to Nintendo and said, we could do this with Donkey Kong. And they said, go for it.
Wait a minute, you're talking about N64 now?
Before the N64 came out, because Donkey
yeah.
Kong Country came at the end of the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but they made 3 Donkey Kong Countries.
Doesn't matter. It came at the end. They were working on the
You're telling me
N64.
they had N64 prototype kits before they made 3 SNES games?
Yes, because Silicon Graphic, I forget the actual name of the company, they actually went to Nintendo with this thing and said, we want you guys to use this for your next console. Then, because didn't you remember how the graphics look different? They look like shiny and stuff.
Dude,
It's a fact.
Properly annoyed right now.
Whatever. You guys are wrong. I'm right. That's all that matters. After round 1, Bobby is leading 1 to Toby 0 to Holly 0. Holly, what's your next fact?
My next fact is that Bugs Bunny, Lola Bunny, and Daffy Duck were supposed to be in the Kingdom Hearts series, starting on the PS2. However, Square Enix could not afford the licensing from Warner Brothers at the time of production, so they had to scrap the idea.
I'm going to say false.
See, the smart thing would be to agree with Bobby right now. Just go with whatever Bobby says. But
See? That's what I said he does. He does that stuff because he gets all...
Listen, I have got an inkling that there's something about Bugs Bunny with this game, so I don't know whether Holly made that particular reason up for it. But I'm going to say true. I'm just going to go out on a whim and say true on this one.
It is false. I made that up completely.
Holly, you are a scumbag. You are an absolute scumbag. Why would you do this to me, Holly?
Because, I don't know, I just thought you were smarter. I just thought you had more brains. I told you, I've got some good ones.
Yes.
What is going on, chat? What is going on?
Technically...
What's going on?
Technically, Toby can't win. So... But Holly has a chance to come back. So, go ahead, Toby. What's your next fact?
All right. So, the original Pac-Man. This is an old school fact. So Bobby's got a leg up on you already.
Oh God!
Bobby's ancient.
Oh, you're gonna attack me now because you're losing. Is that what it
Right.
is? What a poor sport.
In Pac-Man, there is one safe spot on the board where you can put your Pac-Man where no ghosts will ever come near you.
False.
True.
This is amazing. It's true.
Is it really?
Good job, Holly.
Oh my God.
There's a little T shape, and if you go in like one of the little nooks in the T, like right here.
I think I've seen something about it before.
Yeah, there's videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
Ghosts
I'm
will not
sure
come near
I've
you.
heard that before,
It's BS.
or like I've had. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Last fact. Here we go. Well,
Go on, Holly. You got to win it for me.
so if you get this right,
Yeah.
we have to do a tiebreaker question. If you
Oh
get
my
it wrong,
god.
I win. So, Final Fight. It's for those that don't know, it's made by Capcom, side-scrolling beat 'em up game. Was originally created to be a sequel to Street Fighter. In production, the director had a disagreement with the direction of the game. He left. Because they didn't like the direction the game was going, they made the Street Fighter 2 that we all know now. They reconciled, he came back, and then they continued his game and named it Final Fight. True or false?
I'm gonna say it's true.
I want to say, oh my god, hold on, my palms. Hold on, just
What are you doing?
Hold on, just wait. Hold on.
Don't Google on your phone.
No, I'm not. Look, my hands are here. I'm just thinking. Right. I want to say it's false.
You want to say it's false, or you are saying it's
No, I'm saying it's false.
false? Okay. It is false. I completely made it up. So you're tied.
What is going on tonight?
So
Someone
you're
in the
tied.
chat, Gacho, was saying that I should have bought a Sonic Fact, and I think that's right. I should have bought a Sonic
So,
Fact.
but here's the bigger thing. So right now, we're tied.
Yeah.
Holly and I are tied 2-2. But the bigger thing of it all is Toby is shut out. He
Yeah.
got 0
He's gone.
right. I love it. Toby, read your next question for the tiebreaker.
Oh my
We're
god.
playing a
And
different game.
wait a minute.
this
And what we
week.
got to do is, because it's tiebreaker, you have to write down your answer.
Yeah.
So I
We're
got my
gonna
paper. I
play
got my
a different
pen.
game next week.
What's
I'm
that?
done with this game. I'm done with this game. We're playing a new game next week.
No, we're
I
not.
haven't
Yes, we
got a bit of paper, but can I have a little bit of card. Is
Doesn't
that
have to-
okay?
It
Just
doesn't
put it
have
on
to.
there?
Look. Yes, that's fine.
Okay, just
You can
one.
write on your hand. If you want to write on your
Stone
hand.
tablet, if you like, Holly.
Yeah. Okay. Go
That's
ahead.
fine.
Right.
Whoa.
The PC release. Holly, you paying attention?
I'm paying attention.
The PC release of Halo 2 was delayed because a developer hid a picture of his butt in it.
I don't know. Just bear with me 1 second. Let me just think.
Thumbs up for butt facts.
I can't. I don't know how to answer that. It's just so ridiculous.
You don't have to answer just yet. Just write your answer down.
Okay, I've put my answer. Oh my
Okay.
god, kill
You
me
got your
now.
answer?
Yep.
Okay. I'll go first.
Okay.
So nobody thinks I'm cheating or whatever.
Okay.
I think that it is true. Go ahead.
I think it's true.
Oh man. Oh man.
Okay. It is true.
Bobby, we're amazing.
What do we do?
We're
Right, hang on,
tired.
hang on. I've got another
Okay.
fact here.
Oh, this is too much. This is
Leftover
too
from last
much.
Okay.
It's a Minecraft fact.
Oh.
Are you both big Minecraft fans?
I used to be.
Okay.
Okay.
The Minecraft mob Creeper was a result of a coding error from a pig.
What the f... Are you kidding me? This is almost as bad as the Justin Bieber one. Like, I now know how that feels. Right, just by the way, guys, the T I wrote on my thing, I've just blurred the extra bit out, and I'm gonna, like, if I need to do the thing, then I'll do the thing, but if not, then I
Okay.
won't.
So I went first last time. You go first this time, Holly.
I want to say, oh god, I want to say, sorry, I just
For the love of
can't
God.
seem to get it out.
How about I go first? Is that better?
No, I'm gonna say that it's true.
Oh my God, I'm saying true as well. If you can't
All
say
right.
true.
It's true.
Oh
It
my
is
God.
true. All right.
No.
Hang on.
All right. We can't.
I've got another fact here.
He's got another one. He's got another one.
This is the
We'll keep
last
going.
one. This is it.
We're
Last one.
like 4-4 right now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Jesus.
It's ridiculous. We ought to tell if anybody in the chat wants to do a fact, they could type it and Toby could read it if there is a tie after this one.
Yeah, okay. This sounds good. Right. The original Nintendo helpline closed in 2007.
Wow.
Wowzers.
The one you could call from
Yeah,
NES.
I know the one. Trust me, I called
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
Was that available in Europe? Was that phone line available in Europe?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. We had a lot of phone lines for different things like that.
Mm.
2007.
Oh, God.
Shoot. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm going to say true again.
I'm going to say false.
Oh, Holly, it's true!
No way!
I can't believe it! Oh, my
As
God.
if!
Alright,
I love it.
Can
I
we
love it.
please take one from the chat anyway? Because the chat has been giving us...
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, right.
So you're going to take it? You're going to read to me and Holly?
Yeah, I'll take it and I'll read it out.
Okay.
Okay, I'll hide the chat so I can't see it.
Oh, what the hell? Would you already read them?
What?
Have you read them, Holly?
What?
Have you read?
You
No, I
read
haven't
the
looked
chat?
at it. I just hid it.
Oh, okay.
No, chill, guys. Chill.
Okay. She's already
Alright,
cheating.
if anyone wants to get one more fact in, do it now. We'll give you 5 seconds. There's a little bit of a delay in the chat.
There is a
anyone's
little bit of a delay.
If anyone's got a really good fact,
This makes me nervous.
Listen, I won. That's all that matters.
how are you
Move
feeling
on.
about this, Bobby?
I didn't lose by much. This is the most I've ever done.
But you lost. It doesn't matter. Like, but you beat Toby, so I give you that. Like,
Well,
I
you
think
know what
I
they
think that
say?
was spectacularly
First, the worst. Second, the best. Third's the one with the hairy chest.
Oh, it's true. I can prove it.
See? So second's the best. So deal with it.
Yeah, that's fine. But he's, that's not saying much because Toby loses every week. So
His
he won
face
what?
just dropped.
One time.
Oh,
We've got
God.
one. Alright, we've got one fact in the chat, but I think it's one we've had before. All right, here's one. Right, true or false?
Mm-hmm.
Hidetaka Miyazaki came up with the multiplayer in Demon Souls after someone helped him change a tire on a rainy night.
I don't even know who that guy is, but I'm gonna
That's literally
Miyazaki.
like.
I'm gonna say true.
I'm gonna say false.
All right, we got to wait for the verdict.
Oh God, this is horrible.
We got to wait for the verdict.
This is horrible.
Meanwhile, they're trolling us. They just left the chat. They're done.
Yeah,
They're
they're
like, "Oh,
done.
Believe it. Right. Oh, Bobby wins! Bobby wins again!
Yes.
No way!
Okay.
I had
So-
a good run, guys. I had a good run, but it wasn't good enough.
So that is all. Thank you guys for checking us out. Thank you for joining the chat, first off. That was awesome. I wholeheartedly love you guys. All you guys that showed up today came, said hello at least, and then stuck around for the whole time. Matthew Keel, you were here the whole time like a trooper, man. Thank you so much. And there's other Matt South was here for a good portion of it. I don't know who all's in there. It's not showing me who's left. But thank you. Thank you so much. It means the world to us that we have, a following, a group of people that listen to us, that support us. It truly is, amazing. I can't put it into words how much it means to me personally. And I know that the other two, and I know Alan, who got ejected earlier, I'm not sure he feels the same way. But anyway, follow us, Instagram, Twitter. I am at Nintendo Gurus. Holly is Halcyon Holly _ for Twitter _ Holly Lake
Go on.
That's it, right?
Instagram.
Only on Instagram. Yeah. When you were saying go on, I'm like,
Go on. Say it.
So it's _Holly Lake on Instagram. Toby is the difficult one. At Toby's _take on Twitter, and he's at Amiibo Workshop.
No. At Amiibo _workshop.
Amiibo _workshop.
On Instagram.
And you can check out Allan at Allan _Paxton on both Instagram and Twitter. Allan and I are the only ones with the mindset of like you make it the same wherever you are. These two, I don't know what they're thinking. It's insanity. Check out our Facebook group, the Nintendo Guru / Geek Guru Facebook group. Just click to come in, and we'll let you in and all that stuff. We have a lot of fun there, a lot of good chats and all that stuff. So that is all. Peace out, Cub Scout.
Bye.
Bye.
See me later. I can't help myself.
Dude, you got me doing that now. Like in my videos, I'm doing it stupid like that now. Like, see you later.
See you later.
Oh, good God.
This is morning. That's when I spend the most time thinking